you queer cats are tone setters. The same reason my main legion of chrome wetters with long cheddar, mixed with lines written, no time slipping. When we rhyme spitting, divine mission. Since the house days, GA Grandma left DJ Tam to outrage the South stays. About that Beretta clapping, lines balanced with
Head on over to Spotify and all other streaming platforms. Check out the NoMercyTV Podcast.
Yo, what's good, y'all? No Mercy. Trap New York shit, NoMercyTV.com. Man, I must concede defeat. Harlem took a bad L tonight, man. Dipset, what are y'all doing out here? So as y'all know, the LOX versus Dipset, man, went down tonight, Madison Square Garden, right in the middle of New York. Two monumental groups, man. Two monumental hip-hop groups held it down. Really held it down for the city. 90s, early 2000s. I want to kind of say both groups started to, I don't want to say decline in terms of like the 2010s, but you know, once you get older, you done made a certain amount of money, you start getting into other ventures and you know, things like that. So, but skill-wise, these guys still got it. I don't know if y'all been listening to like recent projects, recent music, you know, for the most part, everybody is still putting out quality work. You understand? They just don't have the mainstream attention that, you know, they used to have at one point because the game done moved on. But these guys, they still have their core followings and their core fan bases that are going to always support and tune in. And I'm one of them. You understand? I'm one of them people that's always, whenever Jada drop a project, Styles, Cam, Jim, everybody, when they drop projects, I'm still gonna be in tune. And from what I'm still hearing, these guys still got it, you know. They did a versus battle, and let me tell you, man, going into this, I thought the Dips was gonna take the victory just because they got so many huge hit records. But man, did I forget how much the LOX really, like how much pain they really put in, you know. It was a dope battle. It was a dope battle on both ends. Don't get it twisted. It was so much that went on, man. From the shit talking during the battle, and from all three, everybody was talking their shit. Jada, Sheik, Styles, Jim, Jewels, Cam. Everybody was talking their shit. You know, Jewels got his bandana snatched off at one point. Styles P was joking about Jim Jones' leather outfit. Like, it was crazy. It was crazy. They was really just going in all night. And it was just something dope to watch. Like, I'm definitely gonna watch this back. Because this was something phenomenal. Like, to be from New York and to see them, you know, cutting ass on each other and do all the jokes and stuff like that in between the music, that made it perfect for me. You know, the way the LOX kicked it off, man, with that Fuck You record, like, man, that was the perfect joint to start the night, you know? But when Dips came back with, what was their kickoff? They kicked it off with I'm Ready. I'm like, oh, yeah, it's go time. It's go time. Now, here's the thing. I was feeling like from the beginning, right? It's so many different ways to look at this, because I feel like from a music and anthem standpoint, there was a lot of rounds where the Dips had some powerful records, right? But I felt like execution was bad. Like, I guess there was some situation where they had time limits, where they have like 2 minutes for each song or whatever. And I felt like Dipset, instead of picking the right songs to perform for the whole 2 minutes, they had rounds where they were trying to mash up songs. So you got Cam putting Hey Ma and Oh Boy in a mashup. Like, Those are full songs that you can get. Those are easy automatic points for Dipset. So you want to separate those songs and give them songs their own round as opposed to put them together. Why would you do that? Like, Dipset was doing shit like that all night, and it was messing them up. And another thing too, I'm not gonna lie, Jada had a point when he was talking about this, the fact that the Dipset records, you know how when you perform, right, your songs are not supposed to have the lyrics. It's a show, it's a performance. It's supposed to be what's called a performance version, where it's just probably the chorus or little parts of it and probably the ad-libs, but for the most part, you're supposed to know your verses. And you're supposed to be able to rap them shits throughout. And Dipset, they were rapping like over the regular songs. And that was throwing me off because I'm like, most people don't really do that. Most people don't really do the whole rapping over the actual song itself. You're supposed to put some time and put some work in, cut the verses out. That way you can really rap them joints. That's how you're supposed to do a performance. But Dipset was doing a lot of that, and Jada was pointing it out. And that's why, for me, it's even showing, right, a difference in skill. Because when you're performing, you have to be able to do that. You're supposed to be able to cut the verse out, and then you know all of your verses. And Jada, he was executing his verses flawlessly. Him and Styles and Sheik, like they really had their shit. You know, so to see them Dipset go out like that, I was like, man, you know, like there were certain records they could have cut out. Like, I understand crunk music have all three of them on it, but crunk music, I don't know, for some reason it don't sound too good in a setting like that. Like, I like the song. The song to me is one of Dipset's best records. Like, I listen to that in the headphones all day, but on the stage, I don't know about that, you know. But the LOX was just hitting with banger after banger after banger. You know, when Cam is doing the Hey Ma and the Old Boy and all that, D-Block comes back with the Ride or Die Chick, Knock Yourself Out. All those showing that they got records for the ladies too. You know, so what else did they do? So yeah, you just have just all of these wild moments, man. Shit, you got Jada, of course, taking a bandana off Joel's head and slamming it on the floor, taking it out of his hand, slamming it on the floor. Even when Jada went into that crazy freestyle, he was wilding. He was going crazy, man. You know, the funny thing was, Cam waits till towards the end, right, to jump into that freestyle that went viral. The one where he was like, yo, my car's like a spaceship. The one he's standing outside, did a freestyle. I remember it went viral. That shit was on World Star everywhere, right? So he tries to go into that. By this time, they're already losing. They don't want to hear that. And not to mention, they had already, it was like some little confusion. They had played, like, people heard that they was about to play I Really Mean It. So people was getting ready for that. Cam cuts it, tries to jump into the freestyle, and people were straight booing Cam. I'm like, whoa. This a freestyle that went viral. How people don't want to hear this? But again, they was already losing. They was looking forward to hearing I Really Mean It. And I'm like, damn, I think this is the first time that somebody got booed in the verses. Like, I never seen that before. I never seen nobody get booed in the verses. You know, Cam couldn't even finish the freestyle. He just like, you know what? Forget it. And it towards the end, man, the LOX was just bullying Dipset. Like, when they start playing like 5 or 6 songs at a time, the Dipset playing 2, then the LOX play like another 5, and it's just like, man, like, and they talking shit the whole time. Yo, we got another 50 hours we could go. Like, just slowly reminding people of, like, the LOX catalog and all of the time that they done put in, like, all the pain they done put in, all the fire classics that they got. And I was like, yo, by the end, it was complete annihilation. It was complete annihilation. I had Dipset clearly losing. They lost. They got smoked. Like, I underestimated the LOX catalog. You know, and I'm pretty sure Dipset did too, because I feel like their major flaw probably been sequencing, you know, the order of the songs that they played, which songs to mash up and which ones to not. Like, I don't know why they played Purple City Bird Game. Nobody there wants to hear that, you know, and I get it. That was a big record in the city. But considering, like, nobody cares really about, you know, the other guys that were on it, it's like, what's the point? You understand? So, it was just one of them things where I'm like, yo, why would they play this record? You know, it was a whole lot of records they missed, man. They missed the Whistle song by Jewels. They missed Mic Check. How you didn't play that? I don't think they played, what's the joint, Jewels and Cam. It's off Purple Haze. It's, more gangster music. Up, down, left, right, cheer. I'm banging with the... That one. Why did they not play that? It was so many records that Dipset left on the table that I'm like, yo, how did y'all miss these? Like, it was bad. And it took Dipset too long to get to the fire records. Like, if they would have kept the momentum throughout with, like, some of the better songs, it wouldn't have looked as bad. But the fact that they went so long just playing bad records, it was like, oh, nah. This was over. I want to say like an hour into it, it was done. It was done. I was just like, yo, Dipset taking the L, man. And me being from Harlem, I feel a way about that, man. They're going to have to redeem themselves, man. They're going to have to go get Cam, go battle Tony Yayo or Bizarre from D12 or something real quick, so we could get one quick victory, like to kind of redeem ourselves. Like, damn. You know, but very entertaining verses. For me, definitely one of the top 5 joints, you know, and I'm, as a New Yorker, like, how could you not be proud of that? Like, how can you call yourself a New Yorker and not have watched that? Like, it's, man, listen, that was monumental for the town. It was really dope watch. I'm pretty sure I'm going to run that back again once or twice, because they played a whole bunch of records that I know. One of the fun things for me about Verzuz is being able to sing along with the records and, you know, that kind of shit. So, you know, I'm sitting up here out and about, and I'm like, you know, I got the phone in my hand and I'm just like bopping along to the music. I'm like, yo, these joints is tough, man. You feel me? So, you know, but I gotta admit defeat. Man. The LOX definitely came through and bodied this one. Like, song selection was on point. Shit talking was on point. Even the stuff they doing, Jada sitting in Cam chair, like, just going crazy. The freestyles, everything. Like, the LOX, they was ready. It's Dipset who wasn't ready. You know what I mean? Like, they so focused on drip. You got the dude coming out to put the chain on Jim's neck. Like, that shit didn't mean nothing. You feel what I'm saying? So let me know what y'all thought in the comments. Let me know who y'all have winning. What were some of y'all favorite songs that got played? And I will holler at y'all soon, man. No Mercy, Trap New York shit, NoMercyTV.com. I'm out of here.